This hospital was never meant to be silent. For decades, it stood as a place where every second mattered, where every decision carried weight, where life and death existed side by side. The corridors were never empty. Doctors moved quickly, their footsteps echoing through long hallways. Nurses rushed between rooms, voices overlapping, urgency in every word. Machines filled the air with constant sound, steady beeping, low mechanical hums, distant alarms breaking the silence. It was loud, not chaotic, but alive. Even in the middle of the night, when the outside world slowed down, this place remained awake. Because in a hospital, silence usually means something has gone wrong. But now, silence is all that remains. The hospital was abandoned suddenly. No clear warning, no official explanation that truly made sense. Reports mentioned financial issues. Others spoke of structural damage. But those who once worked here, they told a different story. A story that was never written down. Years later, when explorers stepped inside, they expected decay, dust, broken walls, empty rooms. But what they found felt wrong. Patient files still lay scattered across desks. Medical charts remained open, as if someone had been in the middle of writing and never finished. Personal belongings were left behind. Shoes beside beds, bags under chairs, photographs still hanging on walls. Things people don't abandon. Wheelchairs stood in the middle of hallways, not stored, not moved aside, just left there. Beds were unmade, sheets slightly disturbed, as if someone had just gotten up and never came back. It didn't feel abandoned. It felt interrupted, as if something forced everyone to leave at the exact same moment. And the deeper you go, the more that feeling begins to grow. The air becomes colder, not natural cold, but heavy, unnaturally still. Then you hear it, a sound so faint you almost ignore it. A step, you stop walking, the sound stops. You listen, nothing, you move again. And it follows perfectly. Some visitors reported hearing doors slowly opening with no wind, no explanation. Others said they felt something pass behind them, close enough to feel, but impossible to see. And in the deeper sections, people describe a presence, watching, waiting. Some saw shadows at the end of hallways, others heard whispers, and a few refused to speak about it at all, because in certain parts of this hospital, the silence isn't empty, it feels occupied. There was a time when this place was filled with life. Bright lights covered every corner of the park, glowing against the night sky. Music played constantly, echoing through the air, mixing with laughter and excitement. Children ran between rides, their voices full of joy. Families gathered, creating memories that were meant to last forever. This place was built for happiness. For a moment, it allowed people to forget everything else. But now, that happiness feels distant, almost unreal. The amusement park stands frozen in time. The rides no longer move. The lights barely flicker. Rust slowly spreads across every surface, eating away at what once brought life to this place. At first glance, it looks like nothing more than an abandoned park, a forgotten location. But the longer you stay, the more something begins to feel wrong. The silence here is different. It isn't peaceful. It feels heavy, uncomfortable. The wind moves through the broken rides, creating sounds that almost resemble laughter. Not clear, not human, but just enough to make you question what you heard. The carousel stands motionless in the center of the park. Its painted horses are faded, their expressions frozen in time. But some visitors claim that late at night, they've seen it move, slowly, without any power, without anyone near it, just turning, as if something unseen is still riding it. The Ferris wheel, once the heart of the park, lets out a deep metallic creak, a sound so loud it breaks the silence completely, even when the air is still, even when nothing should be moving. And then there's the feeling, that strange, unexplainable feeling that you are not alone. Some visitors say they felt watched, not from a distance, but from somewhere inside the park. Some claim they saw figures standing near the rides, completely still, watching them. But when they looked again, nothing was there, just empty space and silence. But not the kind of silence that feels safe, the kind that feels like something is waiting. This school was once a place filled with life. Children filled the hallways with laughter. Classrooms echoed with voices and movement. It was meant to be a place of safety, a place where people felt comfortable. But now, it feels completely different. The hallways are empty. Desks are scattered across classrooms. Books remain open, as if the lesson was never finished. Chalkboards still hold faded writing, words from a moment that suddenly stopped. No one knows exactly why the school was abandoned, but what makes it disturbing is what people experience inside. Visitors often report hearing sounds. At first, they think it's nothing, just the building settling. But then, it becomes clearer. Whispers, soft voices, like children speaking quietly, somewhere just out of sight. Some claim they heard footsteps running down the hallway, but when they followed the sound, there was nothing there. Others say they saw shadows moving behind classroom doors, but when they opened them, the rooms were completely empty, and yet the feeling remained that someone was still there. This factory was once a place of constant motion. Machines roared endlessly. Workers moved through the space with purpose. It was loud, alive, but now everything has stopped. The machines are silent. Rust slowly spreads across every surface. Chains hang from the ceiling, barely moving. At first, it feels empty, like nothing more than a forgotten building. But the deeper you go, the more that feeling begins to change. The silence becomes heavier, unnatural. Some visitors report hearing metallic sounds, clanging, echoing through the structure, as if something is still moving, somewhere deeper inside. Others claim they saw figures standing between the machines, dark shapes, barely visible in the shadows, watching, waiting. And sometimes, when the light flickers, those shapes seem to move, just for a moment, then disappear, as if they were never there. But something about this place feels wrong. People who entered say they weren't alone. Some even claimed that whatever was inside was watching them.